Coming up on the bottom line, we got Doug, Aamoth, and Stuart Miles to talk about anything but the Apple tablet. I promise.
Try GoToMeeting free for 30 days. Visit gotomeeting.com/techpodcasts.
Everybody's talking the Apple tablet, but not us on the bottom line. Here's what we got. This is a bowl full of topics, and none of them are the Apple tablet. This is actual paper, low tech right here. We're going to go ahead and pick a topic. First up, we're going to have to talk to Doug about picking a topic right now. Okay, your question is heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Okay, flipping a coin right now on air. Tails wins. Okay, so you get the next question, I guess.
Great.
That wasn't the plan at all, so let's go ahead back. Okay, next question. Next question. This is an experiment, people. We have no idea how this is going to work. Okay, Doug, YouTube and Vimeo have shown off their HTML5 video players. Is Adobe dead in the water?
There's a lot of talk about it, but not for a while, at least. Not for a long while. But yeah, it's the HTML5, especially how it's supposed to replace Flash and Silverlight and all that kind of stuff. It's compelling, and it's nice that it's an open, relatively open standard, and they'll have a lot more people programming for it and using it and stuff like that. So it's definitely intriguing. I don't know if it's going to kill Flash anytime soon, but a lot of sites are made in PHP, but that doesn't mean there's not a lot of other languages out there that people still use. So I don't think it's going to die anytime soon. Okay. But
fair enough. Next question is for Stuart. Going through the bowl once again. Can they see this on TV?
Excellent.
I have no idea. Next question for you is, will you throw out your HD TV for a 3D TV?
Of course you will. I mean, it's one of those things that maybe not just yet. Maybe I'll wait about 10 years before they actually work out how to do it, and so I don't have to wear glasses. I just can't see myself with the family sitting around Christmas Day watching Avatar in 3D and not being able to do anything else, and that's one of the big problems. But will it eventually take over? Pretty much like Blu-ray, it probably will.
But you won't be throwing out your actual TV for a 3D. You're not going to upgrade until it's time to retire the HD TV. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've still got a 1080i TV, so I didn't bother upgrading for 1080p. And seeing as I haven't got anything over 40 inches, it doesn't. I don't really notice. It's still fine.
Not too bad. Let's see here. Next question for Doug. Doug, TechCrunch was hacked. Have you stopped hacking TechCrunch?
I stopped. I got tired, so at about 3 a.m. I was just like, I'm going to go to bed.
Okay. Let's see. The next question. We're running out of questions, guys. This is good. We're moving past them real fast. Next question for Stuart. Firefox 3.6 just came out. What are your impressions?
I haven't used it. I stopped using Firefox quite a long time ago. It just seemed to slow my system down to a halt. Yeah, I have no idea.
Are you using Chrome for them, or are you using Chrome then, or?
I use a combination of Chrome and Safari on the Mac.
Okay, next question. I hope Doug gets a serious question sometime. doubleTwist and T-Mobile partnered up. Good idea or bad idea?
Good idea. It makes it easier to dump content on your phone if you're not used to. I like that a lot of the T-Mobile phones you just pop out the micro SD card and stick it in your card reader and dump files on that way, or hook up the phone and it shows up as a mass storage device. But for regular people, yeah, it's great. Simple to use.
Okay, next question is for Stuart. Will the Walmart crowd understand the Nexus 1 if they actually start carrying it?
No. I mean, they probably understand it's a phone and that it allows them to do certain things, but I don't think they'll get as excited as perhaps the Nexus 1 fanboy base did over Christmas.
Yeah, I'm just imagining a bunch of people, like the people of Walmart, looking at the Nexus 1 in awe, not knowing what exactly Android is.
It just wouldn't fit in with the mother hairstyle, would it?
It doesn't seem to. I don't think Walmart's the right place for this, but at least it'll get visibility, assuming that works. Next up, there's 2 questions left. Skype TVs. We saw them at CES. Another good idea or bad idea?
This is to me?
Sure.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but it's like 3D TV. You're not going to run out and buy a Skype-enabled TV just to have it, but it's cool. It works well.
Do you think that it makes a lot more sense for gaming?
I guess, yeah, if you want. I mean, I wouldn't want to play. I don't want to like play Xbox and like have a video feed of myself playing, but for audio and stuff, yeah, that works great.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it for the Wii because the Wii has absolutely horrible online play, and the Skype would be a nice workaround around that whole thing. But that's me. Okay, last question. A real question. You guys can both answer this one. Maps are free on Nokia and from Google. Are dedicated GPSs dead?
No.
No.
They are.
That's shocking.
They are for handheld use, but then when have you ever bought a GPS and then used it not in your car? I think what you'll see is that mobile phones with GPS are fantastic for finding out. They'll have all the social layers on for like where your mates are drinking and Foursquare and all those sort of things, and also just for getting around cities where you need to think, right, am I supposed to be walking in this direction or that direction? Actually, in a car, I think what will happen is they'll just become more integrated, better at getting you from A to Z with sort of more points of interest and more relevancy from that point of view. I mean, the TomTom HD traffic, for example, is fantastic in telling me when there's traffic on my route, rerouting me automatically without me having to even think about that. The Nokia and the Google Maps scenario there's a very long way away from that scenario at the moment.
Doug, what do you think?
Yeah, I think there are only so many companies that can pull that off, just give away free GPS software, namely Google, which is huge and has tons of money, and Nokia, which is huge and has, the largest handset manufacturer in the world. But
they also own the maps.
What's that?
They also own the maps. They own Navtech. So
yeah. So if you have all that if you own all that information already, yeah, it's easy to give away for free. But you're not going to see Garmin and TomTom and all those companies giving away stuff for free. But yeah, I agree with Stuart largely that on the cell phones it's really cool, and I think that Google's GPS on the Droid is really good and could even be used in the car pretty well. But there's still a place for the in-car only GPS systems for a little while longer. We'll see what'll die first, the in-car GPS or Flash. I mean, you never know.
I think the in-car GPS as an actual unit will die first. Flash, I'm thinking they're going to end up, Adobe's going to end up paying somebody to keep it. Like, I don't know, maybe Hulu? Because that's how this stuff usually works. Think about, like, Blu-ray. I'm thinking about it. All right, guys, thanks for playing along with this crazy experiment. And, guys, we talked about no Apple stuff. All right, that's great. Doug Aamoth from CrunchGear and Stuart Miles from Pocket-lint.com. Thanks a lot for being on the show. And you can watch TechV everywhere, on your Skype TVs, on your Apple tablet. I said it. Okay, I got to get off the air there. Cutting myself off. Bye-bye.
Production services provided by Rundown Creator. Big League Production, small producer price. RundownCreator.com.